The Denver Church of Christ and the Youth and Family Ministry would like to welcome you all to our Class of 2020 Senior Honoring. Whether you're sitting on your couch or tuned in on the road, we're excited to bring you memories of our graduates and celebrate their accomplishments. My name's Dan Lewis.
And I'm Brittany Lewis.
And we have the pleasure to serve in the Youth and Family Ministry alongside Michael and Angela Diakino, who are going to be the hosts, and Kay Sam and Bree Perkins, who will be sharing closing remarks. And we also have the privilege to hear from Frank and Erica Kim, who will be sending our graduates off with a commencement speech.
This has been such a historic time. Although the virus took away the formality of a ceremony for so many of you, it really can never take away your accomplishments. You all graduated with God's guidance and the support of your family and friends. We are all so very proud of you and want you to know that. Our hope is that you feel encouraged and honored tonight or whenever you get to watch this. While times may be challenging, we want to take a moment for you and your family to enjoy the memories that we've gotten to share with you over the years.
Thank you for joining us in celebrating your Class of 2020 graduates. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Class of 2020. We are so proud of you.
We are your hosts tonight, and we hope you feel honored and appreciated, so please sit back and relax.
First up, we have a video of all the graduates.
Hi, my name is Grant Ferry. I'm a graduate from Rock Canyon High School, and next year I will be attending the United States Air Force Academy to study astronautical engineering and physics.
When I think of my son Grant, the word curious describes him because he has an insatiable appetite for learning, an inquisitive spirit about life, and an imaginative way of thinking about ordinary things.
Hi, I'm Elise Dillard. I graduated from Lakewood High School, class of 2020. I am planning to go to CU Denver to study music business and economics.
When I think of my daughter Elise, the one word that comes to mind is lioness, because she's powerful, she's strong, she's caring, and she's loyal.
Hi, my name is Emma Featherman. I graduated from Mountain Vista High School, class of 2020. I'm going to Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff to pursue a major of journalism and political science and minor in hotel management.
When I think of our daughter Emma, I think of the word brave, because when she puts her mind to something, there's nothing that she can't accomplish. Emma, we love you. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
I'm Carter Volrath, part of class of 2020 at Mountain Vista High School, and I'm going to Metropolitan State University in the fall to study nursing.
When we think of our son Carter, we think of the word responsible, funny, and wise. He's always taking care of his friends and his brothers and making people laugh around him. Proverbs 23:24 says, "What a pleasure to have children that are wise."
Carter, we love you. Happy graduation.
Hi, I'm Joshua Juliano. I graduated from Rock Canyon High School, class of 2020. I plan to go to Colorado Mesa University in Grand Junction and study mechanical engineering.
When I think of my son Joshua, I think of the word honor. Because of the challenges he's faced in his life, he's always made decisions based on honesty, humility, compassion. He embodies the word. It's an honor to be his dad.
Hi, my name is Cameron Early, and I will be graduating from Chaparral High School, class of 2020. I will be going to Metropolitan State University of Denver for a degree in hospitality management and a focus on food and beverage operations.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Bergeron, and I just graduated from Colorado Early Colleges with my high school diploma and associate's degree in business. And in the fall, I plan on attending the University of South Carolina to pursue my degree in international business and Mandarin Chinese.
Whenever I think about my daughter Cambry and the best word that would describe her, I think the word will be that she is tenacious. She is so driven and committed to everything that she does, where she puts her mind and heart into. she will make every effort, to make sure that it's successful, thing that she does in every aspect of her life. I'm really proud of her that she's graduating in high school and that she has earned her associate's degree in business. So I am encouraged that she will be going through a new adventure in her life. So I'm really proud of her.
Hello, my name is Kat Vogel and I'm graduating with my IB diploma from Thunder Ridge High School. I will be studying secondary education and look forward to becoming a high school teacher. Good luck to my fellow graduates.
We can't help but smile when we think about Kat's spontaneous and compassionate spirit.
We are very proud of the loving, adventurous young woman she has become.
Our beautiful Kat, just remember we are always here for you.
But now it's time to spread your wings and fly.
Hi, my name is Shaylin Eft, and I graduated from Arapahoe High School. I plan to attend Arapahoe Community College and study at the college.
Hi, this is Neil. I'm Shaylin's dad. And so Shaylin's mother and I believe that the best word to describe Shay is deep. It's kind of like an ocean. You can see that the surface is amazing, but once you do the work to dive in and get to the depth of what's going on underneath the surface, that's where the true amazing things are. Shay has a true depth of character and conviction and love and commitment to the things that she does in life, and so that's why the word that we're using to describe her is deep.
Hi, my name is Kira Mathis. I'm graduating from Grandview High School and I'm going to be studying psychology at Howard University in Washington, D.C.
When I think of Kira, I think of the noble Bereans. Continue to ask, seek, and knock for yourself, and the Lord will continue to bless you.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Zoman. I'm graduating from Eagle Crest, class of 2020, and I had planned to attend the University of New Mexico and study history.
When I think about my son Isaiah, the concept that comes to mind is that he is his own man. While always willing to process the thoughts and the feelings of others, he is not dominated by them or overly swayed by them. He has the strength to remain himself.
Hi, my name is Kayla Powell. I'm a graduate of Cherokee Trail High School 2020. Go Cougars! I'll be taking a gap year and then applying to Community College of Aurora, where I'll then transfer to University of Northern Colorado to pursue a degree of performing arts.
Well, our daughter Kayla Powell can be described by one word, and that is creative. She's self-taught on piano, ukulele, and she's a natural when it comes to singing. And we love you, Kayla. We congratulate you on your graduation.
Hi guys, my name is Amani Mondo Pearson, and I'm graduating from Eagle Crest High School, Go Raptors, and I'm planning to attend Pepperdine University as a biology major, hopefully to become a physical therapist.
The one word we would use to describe Amani is a servant's heart. We say that because she was involved in many service clubs at school, a lot of community service outside of school, and she was a servant to the younger teens in the teen ministry.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm Neilani, and we graduated from Eagle Crest High School. I'll be going to CSU Fort Collins. I'm starting my own business and hoping to become a cosmetic nurse.
Hi, I'm Yuzi. My daughters are Lydia and Neilani. My word for Lydia is diligent because she's a very hard worker and cares about the work that she does. And my word for Neilani is ambitious because she's very resourceful, and whatever she sets her mind to, she's gonna get done. I love you both. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Love you.
Hi, I'm Cameron Shelley. I recently graduated from Legacy High School in Broomfield, and next year I plan on studying mechanical engineering at the Colorado School of Mines.
When I think of my son Cameron, he's a creator of things he loves to build, of epic videos, of having fun. Congratulations to all the graduates.
I'm Alejandro Marin, and I graduated from Lakewood High School, class of 2020. I plan on attending the Community College of Denver and soon transferring to either CU Boulder or CU Denver in hopes of getting into their dental program and becoming a dentist eventually, and an orthodontist.
Me llamo Alejandro,
Es un niño muy responsable. Le doy gracias a Dios. Ya me lo cumplo a mayor de edad, 18 años. Pero a veces también es travieso. Pero aquí lo tenemos controlado yo y su mamá. Es todo. Gracias.
Alejandro es una persona muy decidida en sus metas y muy tranquilo. Gracias a Dios, me siento muy orgulloso de él. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Liliana, and I graduated from Sandy Lake High School, and I will be attending the University of New Mexico in the fall, studying emergency medical services.
Congratulations, Lily.
Congratulations, Liliana. We are so proud of you for getting to this milestone in your life. Ever since you were a little girl, we watched you at your dance recitals and then going to singing practice and hearing your beautiful voice, from you entering high school and all kinds of cooking competitions to twirling your flag in your football stadium stage. We are excited to see you accomplish the next milestone going off to college. We know you're going to do fantastic, and just remember that you have the love and support of your family moving forward, and we're so proud of you, and congratulations.
When I think of Alex, I think of the word overcomer. He has overcome so many life obstacles and challenges to be the incredible young man that he is. And I'm so proud of him spending his summer serving in Alaska and attending college in the fall in Arizona.
I'm Caden Rasmussen, and I just graduated from Legacy High School, and in the fall I plan to go to Colorado Mesa University in Grand Junction to study to be an electrician.
Caden, congratulations. Really proud of you, and the word that we think of when we think of you is grit, and it is who you are, that you never give up, you always keep on going, and I know that with God you are going to be unstoppable. Congratulations.
Wow, isn't it awesome that we have graduates impacting cities all over our nation?
Yes, I'm super excited to see what you guys are going to do in the future. Tonight we have two people who are going to be sharing for the commencement speech.
We're going to play a little game of trivia to see if you can guess who our guest speakers will be.
First off, this couple has served in the ministry for over 20 years in cities all over the world, including Tokyo and Paris.
They have 3 beautiful daughters and 4 awesome grandchildren.
They serve as elders and elder's wife here in our very own church in Denver.
Did you guess it? Our next video is of Frank and Erica Kim giving our commencement speech.
Frank, guess what today is?
Our anniversary?
No, it's the DCC teens. The seniors are graduating. It's their graduation day.
Oh, that's awesome!
So I wanted to get into the graduation. I wore this graduation hat, and I got you one too.
Oh, excellent! My favorite. I just couldn't wait to get one of these hats.
So, graduating class of 2020, congratulations!
Congratulations!
We salute you!
Yay!
So, class of 2020, we first of all want to say we are so proud of you.
Yes, we are.
And to the parents, we are so grateful for each one of you. We know that you put in years and years of effort, sacrifice, and love for your kids.
That's right.
And because of that effort and sacrifice, they are graduating today.
Congratulations.
You know, this is a historical time. And for many of you teens, you're probably thinking, man, I wish I could have had a graduation, you know, out in wherever you were supposed to have it, in Red Rocks or out in the big, huge fields at Sports Authority Field. And we were looking forward to that moment when we could throw our caps, get our diplomas, and get our awards. And all those things are not happening right now. But you know what? This is a historical time. And just to encourage you, no one is going to forget this year, this graduating class, because it is historical. It will be written up in the annals of history books. And when you talk about it in the future, you know what? I remember graduating the year of 2020, and this is what happened. It was during the pandemic. And how exciting is that? And because of that, you guys are chosen to graduate at a historic time.
You know, when I was only 19 years old and had just become a Christian, I was facing some really significant challenges, physically and spiritually. And I remember speaking with an older Christian, and the first thing he said to me was, "Frank, I'm so excited for you." So I looked at him like he was crazy. But then what he said was, because you know, God knows your future, and he always prepares you for it. And the greater the dream that he has for your life, the more he refines you for that dream. So the fact that you're going through these kind of challenges, even though you're so young, must mean that God has something amazing in store for you. He has great dreams for your lives. You know, I will never forget those words, and I want to repeat them back to you. All of this is happening as a refinement because God has something so amazing in store for you. You know, as we prepared this talk, Eric and I, we prayed through all of the students who are graduating this year. You know, we've known many of you since your childhood, and we could not be more proud of you. We are so encouraged by your achievements and your accomplishments. We are so proud of your character. When we think of that, we think of words like integrity and service and dedication and excellence. You are an amazing group of young men and women. But most of all, we're inspired by your faith. We have heard so many stories of how you courageously stood firm in your faith, shining as lights in your schools, despite the fact that the world tries to tear down with negativity and criticism those who believe in God. We also know that you've encouraged your families, your parents, your siblings, and you've really been there for one another as incredible friends. So no doubt about it, graduating into a pandemic, it's rough, it's challenging. But what it tells Eric and me is this: you have something amazing in store for your life. God has an incredible dream for you. You're a special generation, a chosen generation, and you have so much to look forward to.
So we just have two simple things that we wanted to tell you guys as you're going into college, into your careers, into your associate's degree, whatever you're doing after this graduation day. We're excited about your future. But there's simple things that we just wanted to share, and hopefully you'll carry this on into your adult years. And the first thing that I want to talk about is embrace the moment. I know that so many of us feel like embrace the moment. Gosh, I just want to get out of here. I want to get on to whatever, my job or to my college, and wherever you're going, you're just excited about just getting out of your house maybe for the first time in your life and going, bye mom and dad, see you soon. And maybe that's how you're feeling. But I want you to embrace the moment that you're in. And maybe it's not the kind of moment that you imagined it to be. Maybe you're kind of disappointed because it just turned out to be a different kind of moment. And I remember in my life a moment that I felt disappointment that wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. And that was getting into a certain college. I had a dream college that I wanted to get into, and sadly enough, I didn't get in. I got waitlisted, and at the end, my dad said, just go to the college you got into, and that's where I ended up going, which is Tufts University. Little did I know that walking through those gates into Tufts University, God had a great plan for my life that I never expected, which is when I got there, I wasn't a Christian. And then God helped me to meet a Christian the first week I was on campus. Somebody just knocked on my door and invited me to a Bible talk. And through that Bible talk, I was able to study the Bible and become a Christian. And not only that, but because at Tufts University, they didn't offer this certain class that I needed to take for my major, I needed to go to Harvard University to take these classes. And so lo and behold, I met my husband, Frank. I wouldn't have met him if I didn't go to Tufts University. And then not only that, but after I graduated, I had my kids and everything. And then my youngest daughter, Mimi, ended up going to Tufts. And who would have known that my youngest daughter would be in the same Bible talk as the son of the woman who shared her faith with me? And that just brought me so much faith and encouragement to see how God was working. So what do I want to say? Maybe that's not exactly what you wanted, all the things that you were planning on, and even the college you got into, or maybe the way you're going to college is not what you imagined it to be. But embrace the moment. And if you do that, you won't look back and go, man, why didn't I enjoy it more? Enjoy now more, and remember every second. Because if you do, you're going to be able to tell someday, maybe your kids, all your friends, your grandkids, what an exciting year 2020 was.
That's right. Yes, and I am personally very thankful that she went to Tufts and met me so that we could get married. The second thing we want to talk about is just remembering that you're defined by Christ. Now, we all talk about COVID all the time, and we've even talked about it today. But despite all of that, you need to remember that you and your class are not defined by COVID. You may be refined by COVID, but you are defined by Christ. You see, COVID is something that happened to you, but Christ, He is your purpose. He is your why. Can we be very honest with you? The chances are extremely good, in fact, 100%, that your life will definitely not turn out the way that you have planned. As you go forward in life, you need to know this. We're all going to face change, and we're going to face challenge. Many of you are going to change maybe even the college that you go to. Almost everyone's going to change their major at some point. Some of us are going to face the challenge of people opposing us or opposing our ideas or our faith. Some of us are going to experience accidents, either around us or to us. Change and challenge are going to happen, but they don't define us. We're defined by our purpose, Christ. And if we're defined by Christ, then nothing that happens to us can ever stop us from fulfilling the incredible and amazing dreams that God has for our lives. In fact, everything that happens to us will instead become another step in fulfilling that vision and fulfilling that dream. Cameron Shelley is a graduating senior this year. And as young as he is a hero and an inspiration to me. He is an example of being defined by Christ. As we all know, Cameron went through a horrific accident just several years ago. And I will never forget visiting him in the days following in the hospital. He was lying in his hospital bed, paralyzed, not knowing what lay ahead. And I went in and I didn't really have an idea of what to say. So I simply said, "Hey, Cameron, how are you doing?" And he answered, "I'm okay." But what's amazing is that after that, he said, "How are you doing, Frank?" And I will never forget that. Here he is in the middle of his trials, and he was concerned about me. That's Jesus. That's being defined by Christ. Since that time, I'm amazed at his physical recovery. But Eric and I are both more inspired by his character and by his heart. Cameron was refined by an accident, but he's always been defined by Christ as his disciple. See, none of us can control what happens to us. What an acceptance board decides to, do, whether accept us or not, whether a company decides to hire us or not, or whether or not he or she is going to like us back. We don't get to decide those things, but we can choose every day to live for Christ. And by doing that, we have the power to turn everything, all the blessings, but even those things that we think are curses, into another step, into another experience that causes us to get closer to fulfilling the dream, the amazing dream that God has for each one of us, and get another step closer towards God using us to impact and to change our world. So, what happens to you? You actually have no control over that. No. But changing the world, God's ready, and He has the power. Jesus is ready, and He wants to be with you. Basically, it's our choice. And today we want to encourage you, be defined by Christ. Let Him work through you to change the world.
So again, I want to say, embrace the moment, because this is a moment that you only have once in your life. You've got this chance to really embrace it and learn how to embrace every moment that you have, even through disappointments. Embrace them and then be defined by Christ. And guys, we want to say again, congratulations.
Congratulations, you're a historic class, and we know that you're going to make history in the years to come. We love you, we're proud of you. Congratulations!
Thank you so much, Frank and Erica, for always pouring into our youth and family ministry. And thank you for the commencement speech and the charge to our graduates.
The last video we have is made by Macy Bergeron and Justice Zillman. They really wanted to honor the seniors from the memories that we've had from the youth and family events.
Walking like a wrecking ball, the way she move make you miserable. All eyes on the golden girl, she's gonna tell you that you're too sweet. Swan dive to the concrete floor, the pavement never felt so warm. One look and you already know she's gonna cut you real deep. Baby, I'm freaking out. Lay it on me, anything you want. You can crash my car tonight. Go out, wasting all my time and money. I love the way you're breaking my heart, and I can't stand to see you leaving lonely. I'll drive you home at the end of the night. I'll drive you home at the end of the night. Dead last was a drama queen, but I found myself in the front seat of her car. She's bad blood royalty, but that's fine. Yeah, that's alright with me. Baby, I'm freaking out. Light me up and lay me down and love me like you should have known. You can crash my car tonight. Go out, wasting all my time and money. I love the way you're breaking my heart, and I can't stand to see you leaving lonely. I'll drive you home at the end of the night. I'll drive you home at the end of the night. You can crash my car tonight. Go out, wasting all my time and money. I love the way you're breaking my heart, and I can't stand to see you leaving lonely.
Well, guys, tonight has been amazing. I hope you all know how loved and appreciated you are. You know, it's been a pleasure for Bree and I to watch you all grow up these past 4 years. I mean, time has gone by so quickly, and I'm sure your parents are probably feeling the same. But know that we and the entire youth and family staff are so proud of you, and we know that God has incredible plans for your lives. And as you exit this chapter of your life and you enter the next, remember that we're always here for you, right? We're only a phone call away, a text away. So don't be afraid to call us or ask to go get a coffee or a bite to eat whenever you're home. But know that we're so thankful for your love and your hearts over the years, and we can't wait to see where this life takes you next. You know, as we close out the night, Bree is going to go ahead and say a prayer for us.
Awesome. Well, God, we just come before you grateful, thankful, and full of pride We thank you for our seniors and for being able to see their achievements throughout high school and their success of graduating. It's been a long road since kindergarten, and I know it's been difficult at times. We don't know with certainty what the future holds, but what we do know is that you promise to be with us, and we thank you for your presence and the hope that we have in you. We pray that you would protect each of our graduates in whatever path that they choose beyond this point. We trust that the foundations laid by them and their parents will help them to land softly in this next season of life. We pray that the very best is still to come. Please let them shine as lights in a dark world, making all who interact with them aware of who you are and your impact on their lives. Empower each of them to share their talents and gifts with those around them, serving and giving with great joy just as others have given to them. May they never forget you and what they've learned. We ask for a special blessing on each of their lives. It is in your Son Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, to the class of 2020, we love you. We believe in you. You're in our hearts. And we thank you. Take care, guys.